Hi, good morning everybody. Happy Monday. How many Easter eggs did you eat yesterday? I'm sure there are a few people who are waking up this morning feeling a little bit more puffy than normal, and maybe their face and neck holding a little bit more water retention than normal. That's quite a normal situation when you've had an indulgent day, not just from the chocolate and the sugar, but even from like the family dinners that we've had together. It's really just an indulgent day, and I don't know about you, but I definitely woke up this morning feeling a little bit more puffier than normal. So if that was you as well, then this is your 5-minute reset to make sure that we get all of the lymphatic flowing around the face, the circulation working a little bit better, so you can look and feel your best to start the week. So I'm going to teach you 3 different lymphatic drainage movements to use on your neck, your eye area and your full face, just to get things going a little bit better. And this is not just something for today. This is something that you should come back to whenever you're feeling a little bit more puffy, or like your body and face is retaining a little bit more moisture than normal. But to be honest, this is something that you should do every day as soon as you wake up. When we sleep, our body's very active and it's renewing, but we can become a little bit stagnant with the lack of movement. So it's really good at practice to wake up every day and get not just your body moving, but also your flow in your face moving as well. So the first technique I'm going to share with you is focusing on the neck. Even if we do a facial massage in a facial, with any lymphatic drainage, we generally will start on the sides of the neck first. And we have a really important lymphatic node right here in the neck called the terminus. We also have one inside our armpit as well. So it's quite common that you'll see people activating these and activating this. Now I just took a shower, so I make it a daily practice to actually, while I'm lathering my soap, to actually work on those lymphatic nodes in my armpits. So that's something you could do as well. And sometimes while I'm in the shower, I'll tap across my chest as well, because it just gets things flowing a little bit better. But I want to teach you first how to drain your lymphatic system in your neck area. So it's a good practice to use clean hands, make sure that they're sanitized, and you're going to use as much contact as possible, and just on the sides of your neck, not so much on the front but on the sides. You're going to drain very lightly down to just above your collarbone, and you can either do a couple of pumps here or a little wiggle, and that will just activate the node itself. Now your lymphatic system is very superficial, it doesn't need a lot of pressure. Actually, if you apply too much pressure, you don't activate it, you're working more on muscle. Whereas obviously we don't want to work with a heavy pressure going downwards anyway. So it's super light. I'm really just using like the weight of my hands on the skin and just draining down, and then a couple of little pumps. And I'm here, these pumps are just above my collarbone here. Drain down. And you could also, because we've got a couple of lymph nodes that sit in the front and behind the ear, I like to give it a little bit of a wiggle. Drain down, pump. A little bit of a wiggle. Drain down, pump. Okay, another area that we suffer a lot with when we go through a phase of retaining more moisture is the eye area. It's very common to wake up with puffy eyes in the morning. So I'm going to teach you to use your ring finger. It's the lightest touch on all of our fingers, so it's the best practice to use this around the eye area, because you're going to risk stretching the skin if you use another finger and you're not confident to use another finger very lightly. And you're just going to use that ring finger and you're just going to tap. You do have a little node here, so I generally I like to tap inwards and then focus there just for a moment, all the way around. Very light. You probably feel like, is this doing anything? I promise you that it is. It's activating not just your microcirculation, but also your lymphatic drainage. If you do this every day, you'll notice that not only your eyes will be a little less puffy, but you'll also notice that the under eye will appear a little bit brighter as well. Okay, and generally I like to do everything 3 to 5 times, because I just feel like those numbers are generally something very manageable to do and very time efficient as well. And then last but not least, I like to drain my forehead and then work all the way down my face, because all your lymphatic flow has to be drained downwards. So I will quite often come onto my forehead here, and I'll do a couple of sweeps across. This is also really good for a relaxing muscle. So if you are somebody who holds a lot of tension while they sleep, this is a really nice one just to relax those forehead muscles. But because we're also being very light, we're draining out towards the temples. At temples, you're going to come down. I'm going to split my fingers again. We're going to glide all the way down, and we're going to do a little pump. We'll do that again. We're going to drain outwards, down, split my fingers, down the neck, and that little pump or the little wiggle at the terminus lymph node. So that is your 5-minute reset. I told you it was going to be quick and efficient. And another tip that you can come back to this video at any time to make sure you like and subscribe it and save it for future use. You can come back every day. You can come back in the day after, those moments of indulgence, to make sure that everything is flowing better and that you don't wake up feeling too heavy and too puffy and retaining too much moisture. So have a lovely week ahead. Please like and subscribe. I'll be posting a video every day this week, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thank you for joining Wellness with Sophie. Bye.